It's a gorgeous night in Frisco, Texas for this U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship James P. McGuire Cup Final between Baltimore Celtic SC Christos and FC Golden State White. Good evening, everyone. Mark Serber with you here for this Under-19 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Final, and it's going to be a good one for you. These teams tied on match day 3 in group play 1-1, and the sun beginning to set behind these clouds and wind making it a nice evening here in Frisco, Texas after a hot day, as Baltimore Celtic have been to the semifinals the last 2 years here at these national championships, looking to make a third time lucky, and they need number 3 to be big for them today. Brady O'Connor, the rising sophomore at George Washington University, had the game-tying goal against FC Golden State and also scored against Tampa Bay United. FC Golden State White comes in with a record of 1-0-2 in group play, good enough for second to advance to these finals. They're a team that can score goals as well, and they need their man Flavio Luca Correa de Moraes, the number 33, to be at his best. He had 2 goals during group play. So we're getting all set for this Under-19 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship match here in Frisco, Texas. It's Baltimore Celtic SC Christos versus FC Golden State White, and it's coming your way right here on the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships YouTube page. We're all set for the James P. McGuire Cup Final between Baltimore Celtic and FC Golden State. Baltimore Celtic went through as group winners with a 2-0-1 record, started with a 1-0 win over FC United, a 2-1 victory over Tampa Bay, and then tied FC Golden State on the final match day 1-1. Well, FC Golden State also started with a 1-0 win over Tampa Bay, and then drew FC United 1-1 and Baltimore 1-1 on the final day of group play. So both teams advancing through to this final, and there has to be a winner here tonight, obviously. So if tied after 90 minutes this time, we will go into extra time and penalties if needed. So it's a very blustery evening here in Frisco, Texas at the beautiful Toyota Soccer Center. We're coming to you from field number 4, known as Rav Field, and just to our left, the beautiful Toyota Stadium, home of FC Dallas. Well, it's all about the Under-19 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Baltimore Celtic, their 3rd straight trip to these national championships, fell in the semifinals each of the last 2 years, looking to make it 3rd time lucky. Well, this U19 FC Golden State side is in their first ever national championship, but the club has won 2 titles in both 2015 and 2016 at the U18 and 19 age groups, and now back with a new set of U19s looking to claim glory for the 3rd national title in FC Golden State's history. This is an Golden State side that won the Dallas Cup this year, as well as back in 2016. And they scored a blistering 29 goals at the Far West Regionals as well, where they made it to the semifinals. Baltimore Celtic, back-to-back East Regional champions, won this year against the 2016 national champion Loudoun Red 1-0 after extra time to make it through to these national championships. And now into the final. Their 2000s won earlier this morning, and they are into the final as well. So Baltimore Celtic looking to have 2 teams claim the national championship title, while FC Golden State looking for their 3rd title in their history. Established in 2007, FC Golden State. And this their 99's FC Golden State White. And they are in all black and gold. And they are ready for this one. So your referees for this evening are Landon Albert in the center, who works with the Illinois Association. It's a good look at Vinicius Santos de Souza, a goalkeeper for FC Golden State. There's Landon Albert. And the U19 final is underway. And it's Golden State to possess. This is the Nascimento who steps on the ball. And they're not happy with the ball, so we're going to have a new ball. Because they kicked it out, it's going to be a throw-in for Celtic, but you have to feel that they're going to throw this one right back to FC Golden State. I think that's exactly what Brady O'Connor is telling them. And gives it right back to De Souza, who gets it out for Dos Santos. Played off to the far side. It's an FC Golden State club which just had Callum Blue Stretch signed with Aston Villa U18s. Well, that's a tremendous achievement for them, but they're on the defensive end here. And they're able to wrestle it clear. And the offside flag is up. Good work by assistant referee number 2, Megan Mullen, on this near side from our perspective, far side from the benches. She's out of Alexandria, Virginia, Megan Mullen. Assistant referee number 1 on the bench side is Javier Dutt out of NorCal. And the 4th official in between the benches is Jonathan Sowers. So it'll be a free kick for De Souza. A towering header to get it away. And this is De Lima. He gets it forward. It was a cagey affair when these 2 teams met on Thursday. Both goals coming from set pieces. It was a free kick for De Moraes on the hour mark before Brady O'Connor responded with a penalty. As De Souza coming out, realized he was out of his box a bit too late, in a bit of trouble, and did well to bring it back in so he could pick it up. So a nervous moment in the 3rd minute, but it remains 0-0. De Souza was cool under pressure. Dos Santos. And a lovely touch from Pereira, but it's won back by Cyrus. And now Cyrus getting back. And his tackle was too tactile for the referee's liking, so it's going to be a free kick for FC Golden State. Da Silva will leave it off. Dos Santos. Gets it back for De Castro, gets it over to the far side. And now flighted forward. This one somehow staying in on the far side. And finally it's out off the boot of Luan Carlos Oliveira Camillo. So it'll be a throw on the far side. And the question is, did this one come in and out? And yes, it did, so it'll be a throw for Golden State. It'll be another free kick for Golden State in the 4th minute. 0-0 in this national championship match. Some of these Celtic players have played in 4 national championships. Cyrus Jones and Maisie all playing their 4th national title match, or national championship tournament. They won with the U16 3 years ago. This is a Baltimore Celtic club that was founded in 2013 and has already won 4 national titles. Their 2000s have a chance to repeat this year. And of course, this U19 side looking for their first national title as well, as this one swung into the mix. That's an excellent job to bring it down. But that's good hold-up play. That's cleared away at the top of the box. This De Castro plays it back for De Souza. He has to track this down. Oh, what a great job to close him down and force an errant clearance. Can Celtic take advantage? The keeper's out. De Castro gets back in time to make the save. Well, they've put themselves in trouble a few times trying to play it back to De Souza. And he was able to get back and make the save as De Castro slides it across. Well, the high pressure paying off for Celtic. And this one cleared into touch. As it'll be a throw-in on the far side to be taken by Dylan Petzel. Petzel, a rising sophomore at UMBC, where he played 3 games his freshman season. And no foul, says the referee, so play will go on. So it's De Castro who will look to bring it out of the back for Golden State. Dos Santos. Pereira. It's a good job to get back and win that ball by Alejandro Arbeles. Arbeles, one of 6 players on UMBC's roster for the fall from the Baltimore Celtic side. And played 10 games his freshman year with 1 assist, the number 7 for Baltimore Celtic, Christos, and he's on the ball. Arbeles. Oh, it's a lovely turn. That's a good ball drilled in just beyond the head of the center forward. It's a good effort from Samuel Solomon. But that cross just too tall for him. And it'll be a throw-in for Golden State on the far side. Bought down after a bit of head tennis. And it's Pereira looking to get forward. Well, it's a great job by the front 3 for Celtic to hassle and harry. And it wasn't a bad idea by Friendock to try and scoop it over either. And Celtic regain possession. This is Friendock. And over the top. And the effort is applauded, but it will roll out for a goal kick for De Souza and Golden State in the 8th minute. Still no score. One good opportunity for Baltimore Celtic. De Souza was out of position, but he got back to claim the shot. And on a windy day, De Souza has to think about keeping these goal kicks low so that it doesn't get caught in the wind. Is this one driven forward? Was looking for the flick on, but it goes the wrong way. I slid through, and just a bit too much on it from that pass from Arbalez. De Castro. Oh, it's a loose ball from De Castro, played in, and not close enough for the center forward. But you can see the idea from Senek looking to hit from the break. And this is De Oliveira on the far side. One back by Frendok. Over the top, and the offside flag is up. Second offside against Baltimore Celtic. This will be another free kick as De Souza is going to leave this one off for De Oliveira. Now he says to De Souza, no, you take this. See, Golden State qualified for this tournament as the Far West Regional Champions. 29 goals for and 2 goals against in the tournament in Hawaii. And have made their way through the group stages here to the final. And they have the throw-in on the far side right in front of the Baltimore Celtic bench. One left back, and a good job by Renan Jose do Nascimento to get back, but it's at the expense of a throw-in. Do Nascimento shares the same famous last name as one Edson Arantes do Nascimento, otherwise known as Pele. So this one headed back. And the clearance made by Brett St. Martin. One back in the midfield though. And it's Golden State looking to go forward. There were 2 Baltimore players who collided and they're both down. And the referee waves play on, is unable to smuggle it through. Was Da Silva. And now the referee will stop play to check on the injured Celtic players. I'll take a look here. And Da Silva was able to get through them, and then the 2 Baltimore players going through the ball collided. And the good news is that both of them are up, and they look to be okay. Frendok and Solomon still holding their heads, but they look to be all right. Neither of them asking to come out. So this is going to be a drop ball. Referee Landon Albert explaining the situation. And Da Silva will sportingly give it back to Celtic. It's good work from Felipe Fernandez da Silva, who is the joint top scorer at regionals with 6 goals. Frendok flicks it on for the run of Cyrus. Able to get there first, but he's well shielded off the ball by Dos Santos, and De Castro will leave it for De Souza. De Souza drives it low into the feet of Moraes. He helps it on, but it's a bit too far for Sicilian. And Dos Santos will get it back. De Silva. De Castro. Back for De Souza. He was being pressured by Solomon, had to thump it clear. And the flag stays down, but this one will roll out of bounds. And it'll be another goal kick for De Souza. th minute, still 0-0 between Baltimore Celtic Christos and FC Golden State White. It's the header just beyond Sicilian, and it's swept clear. Pereira dispossessed on the far side. Played over the top for Friendock to chase. Dos Santos able to turn him. Up for Moraes. And Moraes will get it back to De Castro. And he punches it forward. No one chasing in a black jersey. This is Blasu on the far side, a rising sophomore at Kentucky. He looks to go over the top. Intercepted by Nodacio Mento. De Silva. On a loose first touch, and Celtic able to win it back. And that'll be a free kick for the sliding tackle from behind. Just a talking to early on. Sicilian was the guilty party. So free kick for Celtic in the 15th minute. Driven in low. And the clearance went backwards. De Souza can't get to it before it goes out. It's the first corner kick of the game, and it goes the way of the Maryland side. So this will be an outswinger from the far side. Blasu is getting up from the back. This one drilled in. Blasu lets it run. They play back. The shot at the top of the box is charged down. And Pereira pokes it to safety. Now we're going to have our first change of the game, and it's going to be for Golden State. As you take a look at this corner kick, and Blasu very smartly let it run. It was a good ball back. And just too many bodies in the box. If that shot had gone through, it would have been trouble for De Souza. The first change is made for Golden State. Is coming on is Marco Aurelio Lima. So Lima, the first player off the bench. And this will be a goal kick for Golden State. Castro, Dos Santos. Pereira skies to win the first header. This one headed over Arbeles and won back by Friendock. And Arbeles thought he should have gotten a foul. Instead, it's Lima to go the other way. Intercepted by St. Martin, who will play his college ball at the University of Maryland. But he just flights this one into the corner, and no one chasing it down for Celtic. De Castro. Dos Santos in the 17th minute. Scoreless in the national championship match. Cyrus got up on the challenge, and now a collision, and this will be a free kick for Baltimore Celtic. And De Castro is furious with the referee. Now take a look here. Cyrus did get all ball, and going down pretty heavily was Camilo. But it's good refereeing by Landon Albert out of Illinois, keeping his cards in his pocket early. Just trying to settle players down. They understand that the James P. McGuire Cup is at stake. You have to keep your head about you. Now the question is, will this be a shot directly on goal or will it be teased into the mix? And here's a look to Castro just cutting off the run. That is obstruction. So 3 men in the wall for De Souza. Now make that 4. Dos Santos, the player, making sure that he's even with the near post. And they'll have to do it again as the referee pushes them back 10 yards. Oh, it's a great ball to the back post. And just nobody else making that last diagonal run that was needed. This was a great ball sent in from Brett St. Martin. It'll be another goal kick for De Souza. 19th minute of this U19 final. And this one driven into touch. Moraes. And well defended by Celtic, but it'll be another throw-in for Golden State. And this time Golden State will get the free kick. And it's going to be a talking to for O'Connor. Take a look here into Silva. O'Connor did catch him. Played in low. Needs to get some elevation on those balls into the box. Because that's a better service. It still might be something on. It's the opening goal as Golden State land the first blow. Pereira applying the finish after Baltimore allowed it to bounce in their box. And it's Golden State who strike first in the 21st minute. Oh, I think the wind caught that one. It's set up nicely for Pereira. Still had it all to do. And he hammered it into the far corner, leading Quantrell Jones frozen to his line. Well, he struck it so well, Pereira. Excellent technique. And Golden State are off and running in the 21st minute. And that's what it means to score in a national championship match for Johnny Pereira. Baltimore player goes to ground on the far side. It'll be a free kick for Celtic. What will the response be from them? Golden State has taken the lead in each of their last 2 games and has been pegged back both times. This one to the back post, over to Sosa. He's able to punch it clear, and he'll get the free kick as well. Celtic players wondering where the foul was, but that's good goalkeeping from De Souza. Looked like for a second he had lost it, but did well to get his bearings and punch that ball away, winning the free kick in the process. So it'll be another free kick for Vinicius Santos de Souza. It's the header won by O'Connor. And O'Connor the second time But it's Golden State to go the other way. Camilo, forward for Pereira. Muscles off Cyrus. As the goal scorer Pereira is unable to escape the double team. And it's Celtic who win the free kick. Just past the midway point of this first half, and FC Golden State White have a 1-0 lead over Baltimore Celtic Christos on a strike in the 21st minute from Johnny Pereira. It's a free kick played into the box. A bit of confusion about which center back was going to get to it as the wind took that ball drifting back, and Pereira was Johnny on the spot as it bounced in the box to hammer it home on the half volley. This is one over the top. De Souza out to the extreme of his penalty area to take. And they'll look to build down the far side. Too far in front of Camilo, but it's won back by Golden State. And now jumping into the attack is Dos Santos. Pereira. And he'll win the free kick. This is a nice cut back. And then the legs came sweeping through. So Bailey is in a two-man wall with Arbalez. And the wall does its job, but it's at the expense of a corner kick. Is that one hitting off the face of Arbalez? That's the first corner kick of the game for FC Golden State. It's good to see that Arbalez is all right. So the in-swinger bypasses everyone and will go out for a goal kick. Then we're going to have a hydration break as take a look at De Silva hitting that one right off the face of Arbalez, but he did well not to duck. So 25th minute, and both of the teams will come over to their respective benches to get water. 1-0 FC Golden State White leads on a 21st minute strike from Johnny Pereira. These teams play to a 1-1 draw on Thursday in the final match of the group stage. De Moraes handed the lead to FC Golden State in that one in the 60th minute on a free kick, but then they were pegged back on a PK taken by Brady O'Connor in the 71st. They've gone ahead in their last two games only to see their lead evaporated, FC Golden State. So they'll have to tighten the hatches this time around, as it's still very early on here at the first hydration break at the midway point of this first half. And so for Celtic, how can they get back into this one? Robert Friedland, the head coach and the club president for FC Golden State, giving instruction to his players. And so one thing we definitely know is that there will be stoppage time at the end of this first half due to the hydration break. That's a good look at Camilo as he comes back on. Had 3 goals at the West Regionals, Camilo. This is a Celtic side founded in 2013, but already has 16 state titles, 8 regional championships, 4 national titles, as well as 6 Eastern Regional League titles. So all of those in just 5 years. It's a tremendous achievement for this Baltimore Celtic club. So they are looking for national titles number 5 and 6 if they can win here tonight, and their 2000s can repeat as national champions tomorrow, as they won their semifinal game today 2-0. As Celtic have a throw-in. Frendak. Slid clear by No Nascimento. And cut out by Cyrus. He's committed to Northwestern. Played over the top, and the offside flag is up. As Sam Solomon bundling over his defender, but the offside flag had already gone up. Well, the referee actually missed the assistant referee's offside flag. And so this is going to be a goal kick rather than a free kick for the offside flag going up, as it's the first change of the game for Baltimore Celtic. And on comes Jan Kwame. He's committed to Mount St. Mary's. Jan Kwame was a 4-time All-Metro selection at Watkins Mill High School. It was named to the National Championship Best 11 last year. So Kwame looking to see how he can change the complexion of this game for Baltimore Celtic, the number 45. And Kwame's first order of business is to win a throw-in on the far side. Kwame goes down, so he wins the free kick. Now more players getting to the top of the box in a Baltimore Celtic jersey, as Arbeles is going to take this one. As Arbeles getting ready to flight this one into the danger area. It's a bit deep. De Souza punches it right back in the middle, header, and we're level. On the half-hour mark, Baltimore Celtic are back in it. But it's game on once again in the James P. Maguire Cup Final. Brett St. Martin. That's why center backs get forward on set pieces. And for the third straight game, Golden State have been pegged back after taking the lead. So this will be a free kick. Now the referee's going to have to calm things down here. So the referee talking with his fourth official. And now what action will he take? And it's going to be a straight red card. De Lima is off in the 33rd minute. So we'll take a look here. Kalimo lost the ball. And I'm not really sure where it occurred. Nevertheless, Golden State are down to 10 men. Oh, how that changes the complexion of this game. Renato Mendes de Lima is off in the 34th minute. Let's take a look here where the foul occurred, and I think it was for that kick out right there. And the referee checked with his assistant referee and the fourth official. And for just under the final hour, Golden State will play a man down in this national championship. St. Martin gets it across. Blasso. St. Martin who gets it into the middle. And cleared away by Nascimento on the far side. And now Golden State getting set to make a change. And so coming off is the Nascimento. And fresh personnel out onto the field for Robert Friedland's side, as it's Abel Muchaco who comes on. This will be a free kick for Golden State. So we're inside the final 10 minutes of the first half, plus the stoppage time that will be added on to the referee. There should be a considerable amount. It's the second change of the game made by Brandon Caranta. Checking in is John Nicholas Mueller. Will be a sophomore at Binghamton University, where he was named to the America East All-Rookie team. The number 26 for Baltimore Celtic had the game-winning goal on match day 2 against Tampa Bay United. So much quality off the bench for Brandon Quaranta's side as De Souza takes this free kick. It'll be another throw-in for Golden State as it went off Kwame last. FC Golden State playing with 10 men after the sending off of De Lima. St. Martin gets it out for Cyrus. Cyrus able to turn. Pereira sticks him. Gets it down the wing for Moraes. Moraes dispossessed, but they're unable to keep it in Celtic, and it will be a throw-in for Golden State. Quickly taken for De Silva, who steps inside. De Silva's thinking about it. Instead gets it off. Lima's shot is charged down, and now Lima will look to go the other way. Still going Lima. And a good job by Kwame to come over on the double team and force the throw-in. '38th minute and already so much to tell you about. Johnny Pereira giving FC Golden State the lead on the 21st minute, and then St. Martin equalizing on the half hour. 3 minutes later, Renato Mendes de Lima was shown a red card, and so Golden State are down to 10 men for the remainder of this game. As it is 1-1 in this under-19 final. And Kwame dragged to the ground, and he'll be whistled for the foul. It's a good crowd on hand for this one. It's a vociferous crowd as well. Celtic fans cheering on this near side. And West Coast fans banging the boards and cheering on the far side. So this throw will be taken by Mueller. He's looking to launch it into the box. How about that for a throw from Mueller going all the way through for De Souza? It's Golden State look to go forward. It's another one driven, intercepted in midfield. Arbalez was clipped. Advantage played by the referee. Unable to keep it in bounds with Dos Santos. This will be another throw-in for Mueller.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm gonna start up there. I'll finish down here. Fantastic.
So Mueller out of Upper Falls, Maryland will take this. And we're waiting as there's a substitution. Is coming on is Jacob Macy. Macy, one of 6 players on this Baltimore Celtic side who will play for UMBC in the fall. And Mueller's throwing. This one on a rope. And unable to get that first flick on into the box with Celtic, and Golden State get it clear. Blasso will guide it back to his keeper. Camillo charging him down. As it's out of bounds from Jones. And Quantrell Jones, playing in his 4th national championships, was given the Golden Glove Award back in 2015. One back by De Silva on the far side. De Silva will lay it back. It's good work from De Castro as he was under pressure. Pereira screaming for the ball on the near side. This is Johnny Pereira. Steps inside of Cyrus and played it in, but Camillo was not making the run. Now this ball stays in bounds for Dos Santos. Lima in the 43rd minute gets it out wide. Oh, it's a good overlapping run from the outside back. Now waiting for support to arrive. And Will close down on the far side, but it will be a throw in for Golden State. It's 1-1 in the 43rd minute. FC Golden State playing with 10 men after Renato Mendes de Lima was given his marching orders in the 33rd minute. And now a stoppage in play is off camera. The referee is having a word with Da Silva. This one over the top, and Blasso will let it run all the way over the end line for a goal kick. So it'll be taken by Quantrell Jones, who spent 18 months in residency with the U.S. national team down in Florida. Arbeles to bring it forward. Looking over the top. It's a good flick on. Cyrus getting forward. Cyrus looking to set the table. Still going Cyrus. And Pereira dispossesses him, and he'll win the free kick. So it'll be another free kick out of their back for Golden State. Standing over it is De Castro. Pereira saying, I'm getting forward, send it to me. And that's exactly where De Castro was looking. But unable to flick his header onto Pereira was De Moraes. Correction, Camilo. And the throw in quickly taken by Bailey. Arbeles gets it to the far side. This one back for Blasso. He'll step into the attack. It's a good run from Petzel on the far side. He pumps one in, Mueller's up, and he'll be whistled for the foul. And now Mueller is going to get a yellow card. Well, it's been a running conversation all day between referee Landon Albert and Felipe Fernandez da Silva, the number 8 for Golden State, as the yellow card's out for Mueller. So the referee saying he used his elbow as he went up. Celtic parents to my left disagree with that, but Mueller becomes the latest player to go into the referee's book. So 1 minute has elapsed in stoppage time. Flying forward is De Moraes, and Jones spills it, but he's able to smother the rebound. So it was a good hit from De Moraes. And Jones got across his goal well, bobbled it there, but a good job to get on the rebound before Golden State could pounce. As this will be a throw-in for Celtic. So we're into the 2nd minute of stoppage time. Can the 11 men of Celtic grab the lead over the 10 men of Golden State before they go to the break? Taken in for Arbeles. Unable to pop it over the top. He's able to smuggle it through, but the offside flag is up. Da Silva will take it in the 48th minute. And Baltimore Celtic want to get another sub out onto the field. As it's Jacob Steinberg who's going to check in. Steinberg committed to the University of Delaware, and he's going to replace Mueller. So Steinberg on for the last few minutes of stoppage time in the first half. As DeCastro drives it forward. Brett St. Martin gets it back to his keeper. It's over the top. DeCastro in a little bit of trouble, able to scramble it away, but it's going to be a corner kick. Oh, they're going to say a goal kick. And Kwame can't believe it. It's going to be a goal kick instead. Kwame looked a bit perplexed. So there's a good look at the goal scorer for Baltimore Celtic, Brett St. Martin, who played for Sasha Karofsky at the University of Maryland. Arbeles is throwing. And Walsh will get it across to Blasso. Aiden Walsh is committed to Tufts. Gets it out wide for Kwame. Kwame battling. This went out of bounds. Off of Kwame last, says the referee. So for 4 minutes of stoppage time has been played. And Dos Santos drills it across, and that'll be the last action of a jam-packed first half. Johnny Pereira opening the scoring for Golden State in the 21st minute, but St. Martin equalizing for Baltimore Celtic. After a free kick was played into the box, it popped out to him, and he headed it through a mass of bodies into the net for an equalizer. And then on the 33rd minute, Renato Mendes de Lima was given his marching orders after kicking out when he was brought to ground. And at the half, it is Baltimore Celtic 1, FC Golden State 1. We're going to step aside here on the US Youth Soccer YouTube channel, but we'll be back with you for the final 45 minutes of this 19 and under national championship. At the break, Baltimore Celtic 1, FC Golden State 1.
Forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups, that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
This broadcast of the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships is brought to you by AE Engine Media Marketing, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Cliff Kids, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expand a Brand, Fusionetics, Major League Soccer, Nestle Nesquik, Nike, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sun-Made Raisins, Target, Turbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama. Second half underway between Baltimore Celtic and FC Golden State. 1-1 after 45 minutes. 45 minutes more plus extra time if necessary in this under-19 national championship. As this will be a throw-in for the 10 men of FC Golden State. Lost Renato Mendes de Lima to a red card in the 33rd minute. And this one played through. And it's well shielded out by Blaso, and it will be a goal kick for Baltimore Celtic. Jones launches it into the night sky. And will go out of bounds. Throw in for Golden State on the far side. This one inside for De Moraes. And Golden State will hit the reset button in the 47th minute. It's popped forward, looking for the run of De Moraes. And it was his pressure to force a throw-in for Golden State. It'll be taken by Abel Machuca. Oh, Machuca's throwing. Oh, Jones called for it. Instead, Blaso clears it out. Another throw-in for Machuca. De Moraes can't get it out wide. Brought down by Dos Santos. There'll be another throw-in for the 10 men of Golden State. Jones well out of his goal to take this free kick. And with Golden State keeping players high, Jones is going to push everybody forward and just send this one long. Well, that's better than Jones's last effort. They've been unable to connect with their forward line so far, especially in this second half. Baltimore, though, it's still the early going, and they win it back. It played inside, and the flag is up for offside. And so the referee waving it off. Both flags are up, and now the referee tells him to put it down as the ball is into the arms of the keeper. Camilo works his way to the far side, and a good sliding challenge to rip it off his foot. But it'll be another throw-in for Golden State. And a free kick as well. So free kick from a dangerous position in the 50th minute for Golden State. A chance to tease this one into the melting pot. It's De Silva who's over it. That's a good ball in from De Silva, but a bit too deep. And Jones will take. And now pulled back for the free kick for Baltimore Celtic. De Moraes gets it back. De Castro in trouble. Bodies flying everywhere, and the free kick will go the way of FC Golden State. And now a yellow card being shown. So Samuel Solomon becomes the next player to go into the referee's book. 2 Baltimore Celtic players on yellow cards now, as Solomon did come in with the foot over the top. So another free kick out of the back for FC Golden State. They've escaped some dangerous positions because Baltimore Celtic have committed fouls in the offensive end. This is now the referee having a word with his assistant on the far side. And play will get back underway. De Oliveira gets it inside for Da Silva. Da Silva saunters forward and was unable to squeeze it through. And now Solomon brought to ground. Oh, the headbutt from Frendok. And now things getting really out of control. Oh, it was Frendok who was fouled, got up, was not happy. And Frendok, yeah, that was extremely late, but you still can't retaliate like this. And, well, Da Silva went down. And Frendok, I was wrong, he didn't move his head forward. And now it's another conversation for Landon Albert to have with Megan Mullen, his assistant referee on this near side. Da Silva is still down. So we'll take a look here. And that is a horrible foul from Da Silva. Oh. What will referee Landon Albert do here? He has some decisions to make. It's going to be a yellow card for Da Silva. And a yellow card for Frendok. So yellow cards for Da Silva and Frendok. It looks like in the end, cooler heads will prevail. Well, he's been busy, Landon Albert, refs for the Illinois Association. So Arbeles will send this downfield on the free kick as play gets back underway. And down the line. And Frendok tries to get it inside. And this will come all the way through for Jones. Blasso gets it across for Brett St. Martin. And played through. It's a good play in, still going. Something could be on here for Celtic. And they're able to maintain possession, but they're going to recycle their runs. It played in. And cleared away again by Golden State. And now a race to get to it. And this time the free kick is gonna go the way of Baltimore Celtic. And the referee saying his fault, he pointed the wrong way. And it will be FC Golden State's ball. That was a good tackle the first time. The second one was a foul. And so a change as Friendock is going to come off, having been in that last altercation. So Paul Friendock, so rising sophomore at the University of Maryland, will come off. And Jan Kwame will check back in. Header won by Blasso. Da Silva onto the loose ball. And Jones calls off all comers and he'll smash it downfield. Golden State getting forward down the far side. And shielding this one out for a corner kick. It's their second of the game for FC Golden State. This will be an in-swinger on the far side. Da Silva plays it low. It's Pereira at the top of the box. He couldn't make proper contact. And it'll be a goal kick for Quantrell Jones. A neat play straight from the training ground for FC Golden State. Almost resulted in the second goal for Pereira. Back to Jones. Kalima providing the pressure. Da Silva chested forward. Pereira on the far side. Has Kalima and De Mores to find in the box. It's well defended on the far side. But intercepted by Da Silva. And Da Silva overran it. He's able to get back and keep possession for Golden State. De Mores, Da Silva. Space is opened up. And overrunning it was Machuca. He's able to get to the byline, puts it back across. And it will go out for another corner kick. Third of the game for Golden State. And Luan Carlos Oliveira Camilo wants the other Golden State fans to pick up once again. As Machuca did well to recover and get this across. And so lucky off the missed touch that it went out of bounds on the far side rather than into the net. More nervous moments for this Celtic defense. And a third corner kick of the game for FC Golden State. And they allow it to roll around in their box once again, Celtic, but they're able to get it clear. Well, it's the 10 men of FC Golden State, who are doing all the attacking as we're on the hour mark at the Under-19 Championship in Frisco. 1-1 between FC Golden State and Baltimore Celtic. And it'll be another throw-in for Golden State on the far side. Machuca's header is blocked. Fourth corner kick for Golden State. Third in quick succession. This is good skill to get the cross off. And then Blasso's header went back, but he was able to get over and make the block on Machuca. So the in-swinger at the near post. Celtic are first and second to it. Machuca swings and misses. And a great job just not to allow the break going the other way. The header from De Moraes. Arbeles. De Moraes gets a foot in. Oh, Petzel's getting up this near side. And Celtic will get into the middle for Arbeles. Petzel's calling for it. Arbeles gets it inside to Kwame. He'll find Petzel. Petzel looking to invent something, able to get the cross off, and De Souza saves it from going out of bounds for a corner kick. Oh, good job by Dylan Petzel to get forward. And Kwame slid it to him. And Petzel did well to sweep that one in. Jones will take this at the top of his box. A good job by the center backs to crowd out De Moraes. Jones will roll it out. He'll play his college ball at UMBC in the fall, Jones. And over the top, looking for the run, Kwame. And that one repelled. Oh, and that's a bad challenge. Play goes on. So to the back post. And Solomon just missing it. And Pereira unable to keep it in on the far side. So it'll be a throw in for Celtic. As that was a challenge over the ball. Lima got back up and continued to play as the whistle hadn't gone. So it'll be another throw-in for the Eastern Region champions, looking to become national champions at the third time of asking. Fell in the semifinal stage the last 2 years here in Frisco. So far, Golden State have done a great job to continue to attack, even though they're down to 10 men, as they have been since the 33rd minute. Solomon gets it out wide, continues his run forward. Ball over the top, looking for Solomon, a bit too deep. And De Souza did well to come off his line. So thrown in the 65th minute. Cyrus gets it up the line. Chaka. Played inside. Was looking for the run of De Moraes. Lima gets to it. Looking for options, Lima. And elects to keep possession for Golden State in the 66th minute. De Oliveira gets it over to Da Silva. Now looking to build down the far side. Golden State motoring forward. De Moraes plays it off. It's into the box. The header from Colima over Quantrell Jones's goal. Well, frustration for Colima. Had 3 goals in the West Regionals, Colima, but is unable to open his account here at the National Championships. Lasso, Arbeles, Petzel. Get it back for Blasso. Over to the far side. Cyrus. Colima. He's got De Moraes in the middle. Oh, they do so well to get bodies behind the ball, Baltimore Celtic. But it will be a throw-in for FC Golden State. And we'll have the hydration break in the 67th minute. A chance for both sides to catch their breath, as it is still 1-1 between Baltimore Celtic Christos and FC Golden State White. One at the hydration break. Both goals coming in the first half, as this misclearance fell to the feet of Pereira and he smashed in the opener for Golden State. And then at the other end, it was Brett St. Martin getting his head on it to tie it at 1. That was on the half-hour mark. And we're still looking for the game's go-ahead goal since. It's both teams back from the hydration break for the final 21-plus minutes. And then extra time if necessary. Remember, these two teams tied 1-1 on the final day of group play back on Thursday. Now, the same scoreline this time around. We need a winner today. Will we find it in the normal 90 minutes, or will we need extra time here? It's a Baltimore Celtic side that knows something about extra time. They won their regional championship in the 98th minute off a goal from Bailey. And of course, you have to play the full 120 once you go into extra time. But that's where they found the game winner against the 2016 champions in Loudon Red. This play back underway. And sprayed to the far corner in the 70th minute for Golden State. Now the 5th corner kick of the game for the California side. 4th of this half. They've caused trouble from these set pieces. And this one played in, cleared at the near post. It'll be take 2. Love the atmosphere the younger Golden State players are providing on the far side. As this one comes in, it's another loose ball. The shot charged down and cleared into touch And now we're going to have a substitution for Celtic. As it's Solomon who will leave us. And Mueller checking back in. Oh, correction, that's Maisie. So Jacob Maisie is in. Maisie won a national title with Celtic's U17s. Played forward from Kwame. And Maisie brought to ground. No foul given. And this will be a free kick in the center circle for Celtic. Arbalez has done a great draw to draw fouls here this evening. Arbalez did well to climb that ladder and win that header, as well as the free kick. And now a chance to tease this one into the mix. It's Arbalez who's over it. 7 Celtic players for Arbalez to find in the box. Arbalez drives it in deep. It's looking for the header back across goal. Instead, it's headed down. It's still in the box. Celtic have the go-ahead goal. Two-1 Celtic lead over 10-man FC Golden State. As this will be a yellow card as well. And now a substitution as Kwame will come out. Matthew Bailey with the final touch to give Baltimore Celtic the 2-1 lead in the national championship, as this one skips under the foot of Machuca, but it will be Golden State's ball. Now, does the man who scored the game-winning goal in the regional final, will he be the one at the end of this with the game-winning goal in the national final? Celtic are looking for more. Shouts for a handball. Ref waves play on. De Silva. Lima gets it inside to De Moraes. Out wide for Pereira to chase. Unable to track it down. And it will go over the end line for a goal kick. So it'll be a goal kick for Jones. As his side have the 2-1 lead. Courtesy of the go-ahead goal from Matthew Bailey. Moraes with the header. Headed away from Di Moraes this time around. As this one will come all the way through for Quantrell Jones, who's going to bait in Pereira before picking up the ball. 77th minute. Baltimore Celtic Christos with the 2-1 lead over FC Golden State White here in the 19 and under championship match. Lima. Well stepped in by Celtic. It'll be another throw in for Golden State on the far side. And Dos Santos gets it down the line. And Dos Santos goes down, and it will be a free kick for Golden State. 78th minute. And the referee wants the ball back to the spot of the foul, so De Silva will have to move it for the second time. Driven in, Jones was off his line. Well, he's probably delighted to see it flash just wide of his goal. And it'll be a goal kick for Quantrell Jones. Jones, a two-time MVP at Kenwood High School, looking to polish off his club career with a national championship. Well, this is a good battle. Maisie wins it, and Machuca pushes him, and it'll be a free kick for Jacob Maisie in Baltimore Celtic. It was a great job by Maisie to dispossess Machuca and then get in front of him. And both goals for Baltimore Celtic have resulted from set pieces. It's Arbeles who's over it again. And Arbeles plays this one very deep. And it'll be a goal kick for De Souza and Golden State. Into the 80th minute. And in the 74th, Matthew Bailey put Baltimore Celtic in front. The man who had the game-winning goal at regionals could very well have the game-winning goal here in the national championships. Camilo trying to change that. Lima gets it out wide. Dos Santos inside. De Oliveira. Over the top, nobody making the run. Baltimore Celtic won't mind that as we head into the final 10 minutes of the 90. And just like the first half, you'd have to imagine there'd be at least 4 minutes of stoppage time, if not more. As we're in for a grandstand finale in Frisco, Texas. And it'll be a throw in for Petzel. Forward from Bailey. Arbeles. Run on the far side, dragged down, and it'll be a free kick for Baltimore Celtic. This is good work by Cyrus. Wrestled to the ground by Lima. And got past him, you could see Lima grabbing onto his jersey. And now another free kick for Celtic. And a change for FC Golden State in the 82nd minute. And nothing to worry De Souza in the Golden State goal. So a goal kick for De Souza in Golden State in the 82nd minute as they elect to play it short. Can the 10 men of Golden State find an equalizer? Intercepted by Arbeles. Helped on, Mazey's in, tries to cut back, and that's excellent defending from Golden State. De Silva. Oh, well stepped in. And the space is opened up. Oh, what a move that is. Oh, no free kick given. Well, that's a tremendous tackle in midfield for Celtic. Great one-on-one defending from O'Connor in the middle. As here's a look at that spin. And then no foul was given. De Silva still telling the player to get up even though play was going on. Not sure why he was upset that Arbeles was still on the ground. It'll be a throw-in on the far side for Golden State. 84th minute. And Golden State looked to build out of the back. And lucky that that ricochet off of Lima went right back to the defender. And now Celtic looking to batten down the hatches, looking for their second clean sheet of this tournament. It would be enough to see them raise the James P. Maguire Cup. And if they possess the ball, then there's certainly nothing to worry about. But it will be a throw-in for Golden State. Now, Celtic head coach Brendan Quaranta said he was really worried about what happened here. Referee has stopped play to come check on an injured player. It's Brady O'Connor who has an issue. Well, O'Connor's done so well in the center of midfield for this Baltimore Celtics side. Rising sophomore at George Washington, where he played 13 games and had 4 goals his freshman season, O'Connor, including 3 game winners. Well, exciting to see what he'll do at his sophomore year at George Washington. But O'Connor will have to come off for these final 5+ minutes. And so on for him is Jonathan Fawoli. Fawoli committed to Mount St. Mary's, was second team All-County at Long Ranch High School. Fawoli out of Columbia, Maryland. And so can John Fawoli help close out this match for Baltimore Celtic? A third goal would certainly kill it off. Let's play through. And hooked clear. Cleared away again at the top of the box. Played away from the run of De Moraes. That player goes down. And this will go out of bounds for a goal kick. Into the final 4 minutes of the 90 now. And Golden State will make another change. It was good defending by Cyrus on the far side. He'll let this run out for a Jones goal kick. So it's De Moraes who sprints off. And Kolima's back on. Jones drives it in the opposition half. Bought down by Machuca. Pereira shimmies inside of Maisie. And Maisie intercepts. De Silva intervenes. That's a good ball over the top, but the offside flag is up. Inside the final 3 minutes plus stoppage time. And Jones will look to get this one deep for Baltimore Celtic. Have a 2-1 lead over 10 men Golden State. And they'll look to take it into the corner. And that ball was intended for Maisie, but instead De Souza will take. De Souza drives it into the feet of Kolima in midfield. He gets it forward, but it's sent the other way by Cyrus. He's had an excellent game along the back line for Baltimore Celtic, Jason Cyrus. Chested down and stabbed clear. Final 2 minutes of the 90 now. They have one hand around the James P. Maguire Cup. Baltimore Celtic have to see this one out. Can 10 men Golden State find a late equalizer? De Castro flies forward. Machuca's cross is blocked. And anywhere will do at the moment. As Bailey gets it clear. De Castro won't get to take that throw, and it's going to be a substitution. And it's Arbeles whose number's up. It was his free kicks that started both goals for Baltimore Celtic. As Arbeles goes off to applause from the Celtic fans to my left. And he'll be replaced by John Nicholas Mueller. So the Upper Falls, Maryland native is back on to see this game out for Celtic as we are into the final minute of the 90. De Castro gets inside of Mueller. Bailey's chasing up top. Launched in the top of the box. Golden State get the first flick. The Celtic win the second and third balls. Pereira is looking to manufacture a chance. It's not a bad ball. It took a deflection on the way through. No, it didn't. Goal kick. And so a change for both sides as we head into stoppage time. And the referee was spot on there. No deflection from Pereira's shot. As off comes the goal-scoring hero, Bailey. And he'll be replaced by Jacob Steinberg. 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4 minutes for Baltimore Celtic to hold on for their first national championship at the third time of asking. 4 minutes for Golden State to find an equalizer. As they continue to try and get forward. An excellent shape being kept by the Celtic defense. De Castro. Lima. Over to the far side. The shouts for a handball fall on deaf ears. And for the free kick opportunity as well, as it's cleared to safety by Baltimore. Into the final 3 minutes of stoppage time. De Silva. And this one blazed over Jones's crossbar. So good little burst of speed to create that opening. But the shot, nothing to test Jones in the Celtic goal. So it was frustration for Dos Santos. Baltimore Celtic as a club, only founded in 2013, on the verge of their 5th national title. And they have a chance to win what could be a 6th tomorrow if their 2000s can go back-to-back. But now it's all about these 99s trying to close it out against Golden State. And they have another throw-in in the final minute and a half for the minimum 4 minutes of stoppage time. And a substitution to be made by Celtic. And so play back underway. Anywhere will do for the moment as Celtic, especially down at the other end. Good pressure not to allow Golden State to go right back the other way. And Castaneda wins it in midfield, but Baltimore Celtic able to get it clear. Now trying to get it toward the corner. And this into the middle for De Silva. De Silva eating up the ground ahead of him. Place it out wide. That's a tremendous sliding challenge. And now launched toward the corner. And Colima struggling as we go in the final 30 seconds, the minimum 4 of stoppage time. Perhaps a chance for one last foray forward for Golden State. And another shot well over Jones's goal. As we've played the minimum 4 minutes. Will the whistle go on this goal kick? Or will more time be added on by the referee, Landon Albert? Baltimore Celtic are the 19 and under national champions as they will hoist the James P. Maguire Cup, winning 2-1 over Golden State. Their 3rd trip to the national championships, and it's 3rd time lucky for Baltimore Celtic Christos. As the celebrations begin, the James P. Maguire Cup is heading to Baltimore. Pereira opened the scoring for Golden State in the 21st minute, but St. Martin responded with the equalizer for the 30th for Baltimore Celtic. And then 3 minutes later, Golden State went down to 10 men as Renato Mendes de Lima was given his marching orders for a kickout after he was brought to ground. But it took Baltimore Celtic until the 74th minute to take advantage as Matthew Bailey scored the game winner. The game winner in the regionals, and now the game winner in the national championship match. And it's Baltimore Celtic Christos, who are your 19 and under U.S. Youth Soccer national champions. Well, that will do it for me here in the booth, but stay with us for the celebrations. But for up here, for my cameraman Duarte, for my producer Alex Bousquet, and everyone at Turbo Sports, I'm Mark Serber saying so long from Frisco, Texas, where it finishes Baltimore Celtic Christos 2, FC Golden State White 1. Baltimore Celtic Christos are your 19 and under national champions.
Let's go, man.